So I've started using these coding copilot Blackbox.ai very recently and actually really impressed. Especially its VS Code extension is almost just as good as Github-Copilot, but guess what? It is free. And I really cannot imagine how it is freely available. With 2.4 million plus download of its VS Code extension, it's literally used by millions of front-end, back-end engineers, data scientists, and machine learning engineers to speed up their workflow to produce code 10x faster. The true power of Blackbox actually comes when you install it as an extension in the VS Code. So just search for Blackbox. In my case, it's already installed. That's why it's showing like that. Otherwise, you will get the install button over here. Just install it. And then what you have to do is this one, enable Blackbox autocomplete. This one you have to activate. In my case, again, it's already activated. So let's check out. What I'm going to ask is, I'm going to ask this question. Write a method, write me a method to implement a neural network from scratch, and then ask the question. That's it. And as soon as I put this question mark, Blackbox will create a sidebar here for chat mode, and it has already started doing its magic. And as you can see that it has taken some information from various sources. It also cites actual sources. So it has taken from Towards Data Science, Gigs for Gigs, Medium.com, FreeCodeCamp, and got all the relevant methods, individual util function to create a neural network from scratch. And looking at the code, it definitely looks correct. I will go through line by line of this, but yeah, this is a sigmoid function. That's absolutely correct. This is ReLU function implementation. That's also correct. And then it goes down, create the forward method, create the linear forward method, and the backward propagation, one layer backward. Perfect, absolutely perfect, and gives a very small explanation as well. And Blackbox Vision enables users to instruct Blackbox to analyze image inputs, for example, screenshot of code or product sketches. All you have to do is upload or drag and drop an image to Blackbox and ask any question about the image, and Blackbox will generate an answer. Let's test it out. So I have a code image right here. I'm just uploading it, and what I'm asking is explain the code. That's it. Cool. It just creating a beautiful explanation of the code in a second. So yeah, import the necessary libraries in Torch, check the CUDA is available, create a large array of random floating number, perform the FFT, Fourier transform. Absolutely, that's exactly what this code is about. And now I'm going to check if it can look at a design of a web page and give me the relevant code. So I'm just going to upload a design of a sidebar. This is my sidebar, and the instruction is take a look at this design of the sidebar and give me the HTML code for this. Let's see. All right, this is the sidebar. This is the image that I uploaded. And yeah, it is giving me the actual HTML code. That's right. It's first a div, then a list of items, and it has taken all the list of items indeed, dashboard, projects, notification, analytics. And yep, that's exactly what I got. And I am also going to ask another question, which is, can you also give me a React component for the same sidebar? And send it. And that's it. It imported React and created a sidebar method right here and applied all the necessary and then export default sidebar. That's perfect. And you also get a plethora of agents. So if you just look into the agents tab here, I can see create your AI assistant, Python assistant, expert in Python, HTML assistant, further Java assistant, video assistant, PDF assistant, expert in PDF. Ask me any specific question in PDF. React, Elon, Android assistant. Yeah, there's plethora of them, really. There's so many of them. And now I'm going to test it on a slightly longer workflow involving Hugging Face dataset and Together AI API. So my prompt to it is read the Hugging Face dataset, Orca Math Word Problems 200K. So this dataset is a very famous dataset which has two columns, question and answer. And what I want is that read each value in the question column. Question would be here in the question column and send it to Together AI API with Mixtral 8x7b. And with each value, add this, solve this question and save the output to my local machine's home folder. And here it is. It read the actual data set, that is Orca math word problem, and then selected these Mixtral 8x7b as a API endpoint in Together AI. And then just the regular code, that is it included a payload with the temperature, max token, etc. Also the headers, and finally from the response, it saved the file in my specified directory. That's absolutely perfect. And this whole example of working with Hugging Face dataset and sending it to Together AI API can be actually executed if you just provide your Together AI API key. So let's just do that. So here my next prompt is almost exactly the same. That is, I'm telling it to read the dataset from Hugging Face and send that to Together AI, and also instructing which column it should read. And this time I'm using Llama 3 8b. And finally I'm saying, and note my Together AI API key is so and so. So now I'm telling it to execute. All right, now it's installing the relevant dataset and using the Together API key, the actual key. And it has written the entire code block. Just let me have a quick check. Yeah, that looks just fine. And this time I have told it to read only the first two rows because this is for testing. I do not want all the thousands of lines to be read. And I can see that, yep, model everything. Okay, just one thing I want to quickly change in the code, and that's my folder directory where it should be saved. So you can edit anything by just clicking on the edit icon here and then just change it here, right? And then to execute it, and this is the magic, you can actually execute it. So just click on this and it will get executed. What a magic. You can also check the code in full screen mode. And that's it. I started getting these .txt file being saved in the target directory that I wanted. And also note that Blackbox AI has a CLI, that is command level interface, to control it from the terminal. And for that, you just need to install it. So you go to Explore and then search for terminal. Immediately, it will open the pip site and you can install it by running these command. And remember, anytime you face any problem with your code in a specialized area, you can always search in agents whether that particular area is supported. For example, as a deep learning engineer, I often use TensorFlow or PyTorch, and I just saw that there is a PyTorch agent. Yep, that's right. Expert in PyTorch. Ask me any specific question in PyTorch. That is just beautiful. Because in this case, I am pretty much dealing with a PyTorch model which has been trained specifically on PyTorch. So here I'm going to ask this agent a method in PyTorch called gather. This one is slightly confusing to me always. So let's see. Yeah, within second, the gather method in PyTorch is used to gather values from a tensor along a specified dimension. It is similar to indexing, but more flexible and powerful. Awesome. And then it shows many examples. And these examples are actually very standard way to explain the gather method. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.